For green industry news, this is The Turn. Live from the Turfs Up Radio studios in Louisville, Kentucky, with coverage across the country and across the street, also across the room. Live from the Turfs Up Radio news desk, I'm Steve Anthony. In the news, technology. Technology is a vast and ever-evolving root term. With changing times, it has taken a step forward in nearly every aspect of our lives. It's now on the cusp of moving ahead of augmentation in the future. It may replace human capability into augmentation that creates superhuman capability. As we process in the future, technology is expected to make more way into our living. By 2022, the global edge computing market is expected to reach $6.72 billion. And by the end of 2020, the number of IoT devices is expected to reach 30 billion devices. The future will be characterized by smart devices delivering increasingly insightful digital services everywhere, and these trends have the potential for substantial disruption. Hyperautomation looks at two things. One, the expansion of automation, and two, robotic process automation and task automation. Hyperautomation enhances physical endurance and ability to think and decide. Multi-experience is all about giving the world everything at its fingertips. Democratization, no-code technology. For example, furnishing access to technical expertise without any extensive training. It concentrates on four key areas: application development, data and analytics, design and knowledge. Human augmentation is a combinational innovation of hyperautomation democratization. It provides a new consumerization effect by focusing on how technology can be used to enhance the cognitive and physical aspects of human experiences. Transparency and traceability, a greater focus on digital ethics and privacy. It focuses on 6 key elements of trust: ethics, integrity, openness, accountability, competence, and consistency. By the end of 2020, nearly 70% of organizations will be exposed to personal data archiving. That's a 60% rise since the number in 2018 was 10%. These people-centric trends will have a profound impact on people and the spaces they inhabit. I'm Steve Anthony for Turfs Up Radio News. Now, with your Turfs Up Radio Sports Report, here's Ryan Breda.
Hello, Turfs Up Radio listeners. This is Ryan Breda giving you today's sports report. On Sunday, Darren Clarke won the TimberTech Champions for his first PGA Tour title. Clarke had a one-stroke victory over Jim Furyk and Bernard Langer. In NFL news, Baltimore Ravens linebacker Matt Judon is facing a fine from the league after making contact with an official during Sunday's game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Judon was ejected after making contact with the official during an in-game fight where he threw a punch that landed on the official's right arm. And lastly, in a new AP poll, Clemson remained in the number 1 spot, with Alabama creeping up in the poll at number 2. Clemson narrowly beat Boston College on Saturday without their quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. That's it for today's sports report. This is Ryan Breda, reporting for Turfs Up Radio. Your industry, your station. Now, back to you, Steve.
Thank you, Ryan. Now let's turn to your weather across the nation. Here's Turfs Up Radio's own meteorologist, Abby Lancia.
Hello everyone, this is Abby Lancia with Turfs Up Radio reporting your national weather forecast for Monday, November 2nd, 2020. Alright, it's the start of the new month, so let's see what our first Monday of November has in store for us. And looking at the big picture, not that much. The only place we're seeing some more active weather is the Northeast. We have a chance of snow in the forecast in parts of West Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire. And then up a little further north in Maine, we could see a mix of some rain and snow. This region will definitely be feeling the temperature drop, 38 degrees in Syracuse today, along with some strong winds as well. Throughout the southeast, we'll be feeling temperatures in the low to mid 50s, but with some sunny skies. Florida in the 70s today, 73 degrees in Tampa. Looking at the Midwest, 56 degrees in Minneapolis, 65 in Kansas City, 68 in Dallas, Texas, again, all with sunshine in the mix. And then further north on the West Coast, it's going to be a little cooler, 63 in Seattle with some overcast skies. But then when we're going down into California, we're going to be feeling temperatures in the low 80s with some clear skies and sun. So that is it for today, everyone. This is Abby Lancia with Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Thank you, Abby. That's it for the latest in green industry news, weather, and sports. To hear more and get the daily updates sent to your phone, be sure to download the Turn podcast on your mobile device. That's Turn for Turfs Up Radio News. For Turfs Up Radio, I'm Steve Anthony for the Turn.